good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame Awards. It's a pleasure to have your company here this evening. If you'd like to take your seats, get ready for the proceedings. We're about to get things underway, so if you'd like to make your way from the bar area into the dining area to take your seats, we can get underway shortly.
She's savage, मैंने सुना हाइट 5.5 पर हाइप 10 गुना कमर पे वो बांध के चलती है लाखों निगाहों का रख के नमूना वो लगती है हद क्लासिक बातें करे दिल की तो डिप्लोमेटिक कहती है I've had enough now fuck no angel call me bad bitch her body's so seductive unbelievable made me anxious दिल टूटे तावी जश्न मनाई जानी है एक के बाद एक पैग बिलो लाई जानी है यार पूछ दे मेरे तो कुड़ी की कर दी मैं का कुछ निजी आफत मचाई जानी है मचाई जानी है कुड़ी आफत मचाई जानी है मचाई जानी है कुड़ी आफत यल्ला हबीबी والله والله يلا حبيبي والله والله Oh damn बिजली गिरी बन के वो मेरी दुआओं में वो भी जुड़ न सकी टूटी जो मेरी बाहों में और बन के फिरे हम दीवाने क्या सही है क्या गलत हम अनजाने अनजाने तू हो वे कोल मेरी जान मेरा अरमान कुड़े सोचता नहीं मैं इतना ज्यादा कि होना अंजाम कुड़े दिल टूटे तावी जश्न मनाई जानी है एक के बाद एक पैग बिलो लाई जानी है यार पूछ दे मेरे तो कुड़ी की कर दी मैं का कुछ निजी आफत मचाई जानी है मचाई जानी है कुड़ी आफत मचाई जानी है मचाई जानी है कुड़ी आफत यल्ला हबीबी वल्ला वल्ला यल्ला हबीबी वल्ला वल्ला यल्ला हबीबी हंसता रहता हूँ तुझसे मिलकर क्यों आजकल बदले बदले हैं मेरे तेवर क्यों आजकल आंखें मेरी हर जगह ढूंढे तुझे बेवजह ये मैं हूँ या कोई और है मेरी तरह कैसे हुआ तुम इतना जरूरी कैसे हुआ तुम इतना जरूरी कैसे हुआ मैं बारिश की बोली समझता नहीं था हवाओं से मैं यूं उलझता नहीं था है सीने में दिल भी कहाँ थी मुझे ये खबर कहीं पे हो रातें कहीं पे सवेरे आवारगी रही साथ मेरे ठहर जा ये कहती है तेरी नजर क्या हाल हो गया है ये मेरा आंखें मेरी हर जगह ढूंढे तुझे बेवजह ये मैं हूँ या कोई और है मेरी तरह कैसे हुआ तू इतना जरूरी कैसे हुआ तू इतना जरूरी कैसे हुआ
Focus, Samir! Don't let him intimidate you, beta! He's tiny, Samir! Yes! Well done, Samir! Oh, that's my boy! I love you, beta! Oh, yeah!
From acorns grow great.
Cricketers! He is just like a young Tendulkar.
Like a young Tendulkar?
Hey, Samir, what I think we need to do is just remember to watch the ball all the way.
Come on, India!
Come on, Black Caps!
Come on, India!
Huge blow for India.
We can do this.
Straight bat, chin up, eyes front.
Beta, you could play for India.
I like that one as well.
That's really
Man,
Oi, Samir. I got a new jersey.
suits you, Papa.
Auckland, a city of promise, a city of business, and a city of growth. What if we told you there was a way of making business here even easier? The Auckland Business Chamber is part of New Zealand's oldest business network and have been committed to business success since 1856. We've been there from the beginning, adapting and evolving alongside Auckland's dynamic business landscape. Our mission? Well, we're here to make it easier for you to do business, no matter where you are on your business journey. The Auckland Business Chamber offer an array of services designed to support businesses just like yours, with offerings that span from advocacy to networking events, from business awards to international trade support, from expert business advice all the way through to alliance partnership benefits. We're here to support you through mental health and well-being, the growth of innovation, tech, and more. Our team and our experience in business empower us to create a prosperous and sustainable future for all Auckland businesses. We don't walk this path alone. Our wide variety of committed alliance partners offer a range of support from discounts to business insights, all with the same goal in mind, helping us make it easier for you to do business. Together, we can foster a thriving business community in Auckland because your success is our mission. The Auckland Business Chamber, making it easier for you to do business since 1856.
There's a lot you can do with a tree, given time. You can plant it, water it, mulch it. You can run from it, run into it, or even just lean on it. You can climb it, sail it, swing from it. You can enjoy it all by yourself and still leave it to be enjoyed by the next generation to come. There's a lot you can do with a tree, given time, and we're delighted we've had the time to help you do it.
Our mission is your better health and well-being.
Surgery was something I had to end up doing. NIB sorted out for me and I was pretty happy. Having NIB as an insurance cover has been really good for me.
We're here to look after Kiwis. We're really looking forward to working together with you in the future.
What makes us who we are
if not the way we experience the world. Because while first class is something you can buy, world class is everything we do. Welcome to world class. Welcome to Singapore Airlines.
तुझको है देखा तू मेरी खामोशी है तू मेरी मदहोशी है तू मेरा है अफसाना making me so happy shaking my body तू है आवारा धड़कन तू है रातों की तड़पन तू है मेरी दिल जाना everything about you baby I like it तेरी जुल्फों के नीचे मेरे ख्वाबों की जन्नत तेरी बाहों में आके बेचैनी को मिलती राहत my only wish is if I ever could make you mine everyone pray with me now all day all night long Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram
Where she at? I'm searching for this fine shorty and it ain't like I be getting naughty I'm for real, you know I don't play that cause I mean it when you hear me say that madly searching for this fine shorty in my world the number one hottie everywhere she make him go crazy got to get me, yes, not a maybe
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to take your seats, we can get things underway very, very shortly. So if you'd like to take your seats, we can start things off very shortly in a few minutes' time.
شعلتي ليا نارية عرفتي راسك حورية قلبتي حياتي لحكاية ألف حكاية وحكاية شعلتي ليا نارية عرفتي راسك حورية قلبتي حياتي لحكاية ألف حكاية وحكاية حكاية
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame Awards. If you'd like to take your seat, we'd like to get things underway very shortly. I know it's tempting to socialise, but there'll be plenty of time for that this evening. So if you'd like to take your seat, we can get things underway very shortly. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get things underway in a couple minutes' time. There's still time to grab your seat. We'd like to have everyone at their tables so we can kickstart the ceremony. There'll be plenty of time to socialise after the awards, so if you'd like to make your way through into the main dining hall and take your seat, we can get things underway shortly.
इश्क में दिल बना है इश्क में दिल फना है ओ मिटा दे या बना दे मैंने तुझको चुना है ओ तेरे सारे रंग ओढ़ के डंग ओढ़ के तेरा हुआ मैं सब कुछ
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I can still see a few of you up on your feet. If you'd like to take your seat, we are just about to get things underway. Like I said, there'll be plenty of time for socialising later on in the evening, but I can still see a few of you on your feet. So if you could please take your seat, we can get things started in about a minute's time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please take your seats now. We're about to get underway. I can still see lots of you still on your feet, so if you can please take your seats now, we can get things started.
सारा जहां
Everybody, namaste and shubh sandhya. I can still see a few of you on your feet. Now is the time for us to get things started on this momentous and celebratory occasion. It is great to have you all here. If you'd like to take your seats, and we will get things underway. My name is Wilhelmina Shrimpton and I'll be your MC for this evening. It is, of course, an absolute pleasure and honour to be up here on the stage for the third year, celebrating with some new and some old faces. Now, emceeing this event is particularly special for me this year because back in August, not that long ago, I spent a month working in a newsroom in New Delhi. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I immersed myself in the people, the culture, the colour, and I really feel like I truly have a connection now with India for the rest of my life, and I cannot wait to go back, and I hope the opportunity will present itself. Now tonight, of course, wouldn't be possible without the help of our incredible sponsors. Now I'm seeing, before I read out those sponsors, there's a few of you still on your feet, so if you could please take your seat, that would be much appreciated. Now, thank you, of course, to all of these sponsors, our platinum sponsors, Singapore Airlines, NIB, Barfoot and Thompson, our diamond sponsors, Kiwiana Immigration, ANZ, Auckland Business Chamber, our gold sponsors, New India Assurance, Slumber Zone, and supported by 5 Star Printing and DJ Dave Events tonight. Now we're going to kick things off tonight. I know it all looks like you're very excited and everyone's up on their feet, so we're going to start with something really energetic this evening. We're kicking things off with the Natakas, an all-girls ensemble specialising in diverse Indian classical dance forms. Formed in 2019, they seamlessly combine the grace of Kathak with the vibrant energy and glamour of Bollywood. Now, after making waves on social media, they've showcased their mesmerising performances nationwide and even featured on TVNZ's breakfast show in the morning. So get ready, hold on to your hats, take your seats for a spectacular display of elegance and grace. Please welcome them to the stage.
चाहे राम इन दोनों के लव में दुनिया का क्या काम इनका तो फंडा है सिंपल सा यार गोली मारो तो पंगा आंखों मारो तो प्यार राम चाहे लीला चाहे राम इन दोनों के लव में दुनिया का क्या काम रख पॉकेट में घोड़ा दे घोड़े को लगाम राम चाहे लीला चाहे राम चाहे लीला चाहे राम इन दोनों के लव में दुनिया का क्या काम धन हो मेघ जबर से लीला ना श्रृंगार निधर से चुल्लो न तेरी पतलो कंदोरो शोभे रानी रुड़ रंग चिगोरो प्रेमी पंखिड़ा छे राम लीला बंटोड़े चढ़िया छे राम लीला
You're in the mix.
Nuka Wali Ravella langavude Rabiriki rave
incredible way to kick things off. I was blown away. And how stunning did they look? I need to know where those outfits came from, because I might have to dash out here afterwards and get myself one. I think we should give them another round of applause, because that was incredible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that we introduce our very first award of the night, the Indian Weekender Young Achiever Award for 2023. Now, this very prestigious award recognizes an outstanding individual who, despite their very young age, has demonstrated exceptional dedication, innovation, and achievements in their respective field. Our young achiever not only embodies the spirit of ambition, but also has made a significant impact, setting an example for their peers, and of course, inspiring us all with their incredible accomplishments. Now, tonight we celebrate the promise and potential of our future leaders as we present the Young Achiever Award for 2023. I'd like to invite Honourable Priyanka Radhakrishnan, Honourable Karen Shaw, MP Melissa Lee, Reema Narkal, Rahul Chopra to the stage, along with the award sponsor, Kiwi Immigration. Please welcome them up here. Just make your way up the centre steps, up onto the stage. Going to be Priyanka Radhakrishnan, and presenting the award tonight is Melissa Lee. Making their way up to the centre stage, all looking fabulous this evening, might I add. Everyone's looking absolutely stunning. We're building the anticipation here for Young Achiever of the Year Award. We're ready for the announcement. Priyanka, if you'd like to make the announcement, and we can celebrate tonight's winner.
Okay. And the winner of the Young Achiever Award is Simran Kaur.
Of the Indian Weekender Young Achiever of the Award, as we just heard, is the incredibly talented Simran Kaur. As a globally recognised investing expert, Simran founded Girls That Invest, a multi-million-dollar financial media company. Now, her podcast, the world's #1, yeah, you heard that right, #1 investing podcast for women, boasts over 5 million downloads, cutting through the financial jargon. She's a Forbes 30 Under 30. Simran has been featured on TEDx, Forbes, Vogue, Business Insider, and Oxford Women in Business. She addressed the UK Houses of Parliament for International Women's Day in March this year, and her best-selling book, Girls That Invest, has dominated the charts globally, and her influence extends to a 350,000 strong social media following. Those are some serious numbers. Her mission? Putting money into the hands of women and addressing the wealth gap they face. Let's give her another round of applause, and then we can hear from her. If you'd like to share a few words.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for the award. This is a huge honour. I am very lucky. I moved to New Zealand when I was 2 years old with my parents from Punjab, and like most immigrant parents, they said they had $20 in their pockets. I think they had a little bit more. But it was, a fantastic way to grow up in New Zealand, taking both my culture from home and growing up in New Zealand, mixing them both. It really allowed for me to experience so many great values of hard work, exploration, trying different things, being brave, and I really think that's what led to some of the success that we have had. So thank you so much, Indian Weekender. I am very honoured. Thank you to the sponsors. This is a very heavy award, but thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's our Young Achiever of the Year Award recipient, Simran Kaur. Now, I have just been informed that Prime Minister Christopher Luxon has just arrived, and we will hear from him very shortly, but we are very happy to have him here with us this evening. But before then, get ready for a cultural extravaganza as the Auckland Marathi Association joins us on stage for our second performance of the night. Immerse yourself in the dynamic Lavani Chandra and the rhythmic beats of Lijim, showcasing the fervour of Marathi culture. Lavani, with its vibrant costumes and expressive movements, narrates folklore and conveys the essence of Marathi folk culture. Please give them a very warm welcome to the stage. Our Prime Minister Christopher Luxon. Welcome, please welcome. Stolen the show, and now we're going to bring in his wonderful backup dancers, our wonderful Marathi group. Please welcome them to the stage now. a fantastic performance. We're really setting the mood for tonight. It's incredibly exciting. I reckon we give them one more round of applause. That was pretty phenomenal. Now, industrialist, philanthropist, and media owner. He's the Honorary Consul of India of Auckland, the founder of the Indian Weekender and the Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame, as well as owner of one of New Zealand's leading building product companies, Cemix. He brings an unmatched passion for furthering India-New Zealand relations and works quietly behind the scenes on a number of community initiatives. He's also the recipient of the highest civilian award for overseas Indians. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Bav Dillon.
I have to adjust it to my height. The Right Honourable Christopher Luxon, Prime Minister of New Zealand, Her Excellency Mrs. Neeta Bhushan, High Commissioner of India, Ministers of the Crown, Members of Parliament, eminent citizens, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm deeply honoured to welcome you all to the 2023 edition of the Indian Weekender Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame, and thank you all for your august presence tonight. Over the past 10 years, we have all witnessed the Indian Weekender Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame become a shining beacon in Auckland's vibrant event calendar. Established in 2013, this annual event has become a cornerstone acknowledging and celebrating the outstanding achievements and contributions of New Zealanders of Indian heritage to their adopted homeland, New Zealand. Tonight, as we embark on yet another edition, we come together to celebrate the extraordinary fusion of cultures and the harmony of diversity underpinning the Kiwi Indian community's contribution to this great nation. It's not merely about acknowledging success, it's about understanding the unique journey of migrants who, in the face of great challenges, have not only prospered personally, but have enriched the cultural and economic tapestry of New Zealand, making it a truly special place. The Hall of Fame stands as a tribute to the resilience and determination of all those who have chosen New Zealand as their new home. We recognize their hard work of navigating new territories, unfamiliar faces, and an entirely different way of life to succeed and to contribute richly to life here. The contributions of the Indian diaspora in New Zealand are like threads of brilliance, enhancing the social, economic, and cultural vibrancy of this remarkable country, and exemplifies the power of inclusivity, resilience, and hard work. In every corner of New Zealand, you find the imprints of Indian influence, whether it's in the boardrooms where decisions are made, in the classrooms where knowledge is imparted, or in the fields where sportsmanship is displayed. Kiwi Indians have left an indelible mark. Our doctors, engineers, entrepreneurs, artists, and community leaders have not only excelled in their respective fields, but have also become an integral part of the Kiwi identity. Their democratic values, commitment to building bridges, improving bilateral relations, fostering understanding, and creating opportunities has truly strengthened the social fabric of New Zealand. The stories of these achievers resonate with countless others on the cusp of their own journey, encouraging them to overcome obstacles and contribute meaningfully to their adopted country. All this was not possible without New Zealand's welcoming spirit, open arms, thus providing an unmatched platform to succeed and thrive. Year after year, the Prime Minister of New Zealand bestows the coveted Supreme Award, including inducting a new Kiwi Indian into the Hall of Fame. This tradition not only acknowledges individual accomplishments, but serves as a powerful testament to the inclusive nature of the New Zealand society and sending a resounding message that success knows no cultural or ethnic bounds in this beautiful, welcoming nation. This celebration fosters a sense of belonging and pride within the entire migrant community, reinforcing the idea that their efforts are not in vain. This year, the inclusion of new awards enhances the significance of our event. The Kiwi Indian Cultural Person of the Year Award recognizes individuals preserving their native culture and weaving it into the intricate fabric of New Zealand's already blossoming cultural mosaic, thereby emphasizing the essential role of cultural identity in today's interconnected world. Simultaneously, the Kiwi Indian Business Person of the Year Award highlights the economic contributions of the community, applauding their achievements in the business world and underscoring the symbiotic relationship between migration and economic prosperity. The Hall of Fame thus becomes a symbol of unity, bridging the gap between diverse communities and creating a shared narrative of achievement and a springboard to further India-New Zealand relations, hopefully culminating in a meeting between Prime Minister Lakson and Prime Minister Modi in the near future. Thanking PM Lakson and reflecting on his presence, it's surely a reaffirmation of his love for India and Indians. His commitment to diversity and a recognition of struggles faced by migrants, thus inspiring our future generations to dream big and contribute meaningfully to their communities and to New Zealand as a whole. Thank you all. As I invite you to sit back, enjoy, and savor every moment of this glorious night, and let us cherish the spirit of New Zealand, where every contribution, big or small, is a brush stroke on the canvas of our shared success. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much for those words. It's great to hear about how India and New Zealand's relationship is going from strength to strength, and I definitely witnessed that firsthand when I spent my month in New Delhi earlier this year, so it's wonderful to be a part of tonight. Now, of course, we are honoured to have New Zealand's newest Prime Minister, Christopher Luxon, joining us tonight. Hailing from Christchurch and attending school in Howick, Christopher Luxon is a true Kiwi with a down-to-earth upbringing. With a corporate career spanning 18 years, he travelled the globe, taking up roles as Chief Executive of Unilever in Canada and then Air New Zealand. He's been the recipient of the Peter Blake Leader Award and the prestigious Deloitte Chief Executive CEO of the Year. And of course, has recently, as we all know, been elected New Zealand's newest Prime Minister. I'd like to welcome Christopher Luxon and the Indian Weekender team up onto the stage to unveil the anniversary issue, very exciting stuff, of the Indian Weekender. Please welcome them all up to the stage. Now as they come up, launched in 2009, the Indian Weekender has grown into the Indian diaspora's largest multimedia platform in Australasia. The Indian Weekender's success hinges on its constant reinvention in the way it reports, presents content, uses technology and social media platforms. The Indian Weekender is a long-standing popular publication with followers far beyond New Zealand and right all the way into Australia, Fiji, India and the United States. This is a huge achievement and a huge moment. Let's give everyone a massive round of applause. that we've celebrated the anniversary issue, I'd like to invite Prime Minister Christopher Luxon up to share a few words with us this evening.
Well, namaste, sat sri akal, assalamu alaikum, bula vanaka, kia ora. Good evening, everybody. It is an absolute pleasure to be here this evening, and you all look so fantastic and glamorous as I stand out here looking out on all of you. I'm honoured to be invited to join you in celebrating what are incredible achievements of the Kiwi Indian community here tonight and in New Zealand in 2023. Can I just firstly acknowledge India's High Commissioner, Her Excellency, Ms. Nita Bhushan. Can I also acknowledge India's Honorary Consul in Auckland, Bhav Dillon. And Bhav, thank you for what you do for the community here in Auckland and across New Zealand as well. And your champion and advocacy of everything that's brilliant about this great community is really appreciated. Can I acknowledge my ministerial colleagues that are here, Simeon Brown, Judith Collins, Melissa Lee and Andrew Bailey. I see we've got a lot of National Party MPs who have newly arrived in Parliament that are here this evening as well, so it's great to see you too. And all distinguished guests and all award nominees, congratulations. It's great to see you all here as well. As you know, this is just my second week as Prime Minister, and before I go further tonight, I just want to say thank you to those of you who supported the National Party and national candidates during the election campaign. We didn't get into Parliament all of the candidates that we'd like to have had, but together with our coalition partners, we did what was important, which was to change the government. And I know many people in this room supported that effort and supported many of National's candidates. A successful election campaign relies on a huge contribution from thousands of people. And to all of you who helped in big ways or small, can I just say thank you very much. I pledged before the election that if we won, I would lead a government, though, for all New Zealanders. And I renew that pledge here tonight. That is exactly what I will do for the coming 3 years. During the election campaign, I talked to thousands of New Zealanders, and their concerns were very similar, whoever they were and wherever they were. First and foremost, it was the cost of living, and related to that, the state of the New Zealand economy. And probably the second biggest concern was law and order, and I know that has been a very real concern, especially for small businesses, which are an important part of the livelihoods and the fabric of the Kiwi Indian community. In government, we will keep our commitments, and our 100-day plan is nearly 2 weeks in, and you'll be seeing initiatives rolling out to help lift the economy, to ease the cost of living pressures, and to restore law and order. These are things that matter to you, these are things that matter to me, and they matter to our new government, and we will keep our word. So it's exciting to have been sworn in and to have the resources of the public service now to help us in delivering the government's program and agenda. And alongside our priorities of growing the economy, easing the cost of living, and restoring law and order, we also want to improve public services. And I know that this is a group that cares deeply, as I do, about education. And you'll have just seen this week that New Zealand has had, in fact, its worst ever international scores in education, as ranked by the PISA ranking scores. And that means that for 15-year-olds in maths, reading and science, we've had our worst ever set of academic results. And while we're still above the average in the OECD, we can do and we have to do so much better than that. And I'm determined to do so, and I know our new Education Minister, Erica Stanford, is determined that we will do the same and lift those academic achievement standards. So I've got to say, don't be surprised when your kids come home from school one day and they're no longer allowed to use their mobile phone in the classroom. No apologies for that. Because that's all part of the plan to make sure that our teachers teach and our kids learn and they actually do better at school and can one day, as a result, get to live the lives that they want to live, which is important. We're also going to be looking at lifting the responsiveness of the healthcare system too, because all our measures of performance have deteriorated under the previous government, and we are going to set pretty stretching targets and hold ourselves accountable for delivering them for you. But that's enough about the government tonight, because tonight is actually all about you, the Kiwi Indian community. And the annual Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame Awards are now, as Bhav pointed out, a decade old. And this is a glittering event, marking the achievements of Kiwi Indian trailblazers, young achievers, and those who have served the community through their sustained efforts. And that's why, as Prime Minister, I wanted to attend these annual awards to acknowledge the community and the contributions of this incredible community, The Indian community, as I often say, is hard-working and it's entrepreneurial, and we know how hard you work. We know what you give up, what you sacrifice in order to get ahead for yourself, for your family, and for your community. And we're going to see lots of evidence of that here this evening as we celebrate those awards. So I do want to acknowledge Indian Weekender, but also all of the other organisers and sponsors of these awards too. Because it's very easy actually to get caught up in the busyness of our daily lives and actually to forget to actually be thankful and to recognise the extraordinary efforts and people that we see all around us. And so good on all of you for ensuring that tonight the hard work, the courage and the commitment that individuals, families and teams are putting in to achieve their dreams or to make other people's lives better is celebrated appropriately. Now, the contributions of the nominees tonight are a small but a very important part of the overall contribution that Kiwi Indians make in New Zealand. I'm telling you, this country is a much richer place, both economically and culturally, because of the strong, vibrant, hard-working Kiwi Indian community. And I want to say you are also a very vital part of building out the relationship further between New Zealand and India, because it is first and foremost the people who form the integral bridge between our two countries. And New Zealand's Indian community first settled here, as many of you will know, in the 1890s and has flourished to become one of our largest and most vibrant ethnic communities, representing many languages, many religions and unique cultural traditions. Today, the Indian community across New Zealand numbers around 300,000 people. Here in Auckland, it's 8% of our population. And you know, it's no surprise that Hindi is in fact the 5th most spoken language, and the Diwali celebration that I attended last month in Auckland was a vibrant, colourful, joyful affair, as Diwali is intended to be, and it was a fantastic occasion. New Zealand and India, as you know, share much in common, including some history. You know, our troops fought alongside each other in Gallipoli back in 1915 and also in World War II. We share a commonwealth. Yep, give the troops a hand. We share a common Commonwealth heritage, legal systems, business, language, democratic traditions, and a passion for sports, especially cricket. And you just have to think about, as a big cricket fan myself, I would love to go, just for the record, I'd love to go watch an IPL T20 game with Prime Minister Modi. That would just be fantastic. That would be my dream. But we've got to look no further than the recent World Cup, where our very own Rachin Ravindra set the record for the most World Cup centuries scored by any New Zealand player. And that young man, when he's been named after Rahul Dravid and Sachin Tendulkar, two of the greatest cricket players ever to have played the game, he's got a bit of pressure on him. But to be named after two of those cricketers and to live up to that legacy is quite something, and he's certainly doing that and putting his best foot forward, and we should celebrate him like nothing. He's fantastic. But I'd just say to you, this year we are celebrating 72 years of formal diplomatic relations with India, and during those 7 decades, while the world has changed, New Zealand and India have worked closely together to build a relationship that is deep and broad. And with foundations in this history, growing our relationship with India is now very much a strategic priority for New Zealand's new government. India offers so many opportunities for New Zealand. India is the world's most populous country. By 2030, it will be the 3rd biggest economy in the world. And as a middle class expands, it's looking for lots of offshore opportunities for it to support its demand for education. Already the 5th largest economy in the world today, but sadly New Zealand's two-way trade with India is a paltry $2.3 billion, and it's actually fallen over the period of the last government. So the potential is all sitting there, waiting for us all collectively to realise it. India is already New Zealand's largest source of skilled migrants, and it's our 2nd largest source of international students. New Zealand is aiming to grow our political, defence, people-to-people and cultural links with India. And getting to know each other's businesses and interests better is actually imperative, because it's the foundation and the beginning of the way in which we can seize further opportunities that will lift trade. And we're all already making some headway in that space by working together with India through the IPEF framework for more trading opportunities in the region. I personally, as you know, welcome and encourage a closer relationship with India. As some of you know, before coming to politics 3 years ago, I had a career in business, most recently as CEO of Air New Zealand, but before that at Unilever. And in both those roles, I made several visits to India. And at Unilever in particular, I spent a lot of time with Unilever's business, Hindustan Lever, in Mumbai. and I saw the immense management talent in that organisation that went to the very top of Unilever all around the world that came out of India as a result of some incredible talented people. And so at Air New Zealand, obviously I work with Air India. I have to say I love India, maybe not the bureaucracy so much, if I'm really honest with you. But I do love the busyness of the streets. I love the unbridled enthusiasm for commerce and trade and the immense sense of potential. There is just so much that India offers us as a country. So as part of that momentum in the relationship, the Kiwi Indian business community has also been growing. It's been turbocharged by the great work of the New Zealand Business Council and New Zealand businesses that have been leading in aviation and food and beverages and manufacturing and information technology and tech services and education and agriculture. And the opportunities for us to continue to grow our businesses together is actually significant. As I've said, we're going to lift our relationship with India big time. And the first thing that we're doing is we're wasting no time. Our new Trade Minister, Todd McClay, who's been in the job 10 days, is going to go to New Delhi before Christmas on his very first international trip and visit. And as Barb alluded to, I would like to go and visit India myself next year, and maybe we'll do that after the Indian election would be the logical time to do so. So there's lots to look forward to in our relationship, but let's not look too far ahead tonight, because first up, I'm looking forward to hearing more about tonight's nominees and awards, celebrating with the winners and seeing more spectacular performances. Can I again say thank you for inviting me. Can I also just acknowledge, just seeing up here on the stage, we've got members of Parliament from all the political parties in Parliament, and it's great to see all of us here together. We may come from different political party traditions, but we're all in there for the right reasons as parliamentarians trying to do the work to advance New Zealand. We may disagree from time to time, as you will see in Parliament, but actually everybody's is there for the right reasons and for the right ambition, I think. So again, thank you for inviting me this evening and my colleagues, and I wish you all an absolutely fantastic evening. Take care.
Thank you so much for those wonderful words, Prime Minister, and thank you so much for taking the time to join us tonight. It is Christmas time, of course. You never know. The wish to watch a cricket game with Prime Minister Modi may come true. You never know. Watch this space. Now, we do have a very exciting performance coming up, our third of this evening, an exhilarating journey into the vibrant realm of Tamil Kuttu. Each move tells a compelling story, and every beat echoes the spirit of Chennai. The seasoned and dynamic performers of Chennai City Gangster Dance Academy are set to deliver a fusion of tradition and modern dance moves, celebrating rhythm and grace. More than just performers, they're cultural ambassadors, embodying the essence of South Indian dance. Please welcome them to the stage, led by Raisa and her team. Give them a massive round of applause.
Pange? Yes, sir. Change the song.
விளக்கு அணைச்சா போதும் எல்லாம் விளக்கு மாறும் ஒண்ணு தாங்க சொல்றியா மாமா ஊஹு சொல்றியா மாமா சொல்லுமே பாப்பா ஊஹு சொல்லுமா பாப்பா சொல்றியா மாமா ஊஹு சொல்றியா மாமா சொல்லுமே பாப்பா ஊஹு சொல்லுமா பாப்பா
சித்தா மனுஷன் நான் தோலை வச்சு மேல கட்டி அர்ற நாக்க முக்க நாக்க முக்க நாக்க முக்க மாடு சித்தா மனுஷன் நான் தோலை வச்சு மேல கட்டி அர்ற நாக்க முக்க நாக்க முக்க நாக்க முக்க அர்ற நாக்க முக்க 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 அர்ற நாக்க முக்க நாக்க முக்க நாக்க முக்க நாக்க முக்க நாக்க முக்க நாக்க முக்க நாக்க முக்க
हुकुम टाइगर का हुकुम टाइगर का हुक्म अर्थमैंदा राजा
I think the group are going to have to teach me some of those dance moves so I can bust them out at my Christmas party later on. Let's give them another round of applause. That was awesome. And my auto cue is down. We're back up and running. Now, Miss Nita Bhushan joined the Indian Foreign Service in 1994. As a career diplomat, she's served in several countries, including Japan, Bangladesh, Germany, the UAE, and the US. Her last assignment abroad was as Consul General of India in Chicago, before taking up the role as High Commissioner of India in Wellington. Please welcome Nita Bhushan to the stage.
Right Honourable Mr. Christopher Luxon, Honourable Prime Minister of New Zealand, Cabinet Ministers, Members of Parliament, Mr. Bhav Dhillon, Honorary Consul of India and founder of Indian Weekender, dignitaries, friends, ladies and gentlemen, Namaste, Kia ora, and a very good evening to each one of you. It is a great pleasure for me to join all of you today at the Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame of 2023. I would like to start by thanking the entire Indian Weekender team for putting together this marvelous performance and for the hard work that they have been doing over the last one, maybe more years in bringing this event again and again. The Indian Weekender is one of those newspapers which really portrays and brings the community together, and it is very impartial in publicizing the news, articles, and it's a very interesting read, and I also enjoy reading that. Your Excellency, Honorable Prime Minister, let me extend heartiest congratulations to you on behalf of the government and the people of India. I can assure you that the government of India is eagerly looking forward to very productive interactions with you and to further strengthening of India-New Zealand partnership under your leadership. I would also like to thank you for making relations with India a priority for your government. It is very heartening that already a number of high-level visits are planned between our two countries, and as soon as coming 2 weeks and coming months. We are all looking forward to working with you to strengthen our partnership. Dignitaries, friends, ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to thank all members of the Indian diaspora for the role they play in bringing our two countries together. Your contributions to the economy, society, and culture of New Zealand, while keeping India in your heart, are indeed a matter of pride for all of us. The event today celebrates the best and the brightest of the Indian community, and it is indeed a real pleasure to see so many high achievers and trailblazers in our community, setting new records and new standards. Friends, as you all know, India is now the fastest growing economy in the world. Under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, India has been crossing one milestone after another. We are the 5th largest economy, but on the path to becoming the 3rd largest economy in a few years. Whether it is crossing the milestone of US dollars 4 trillion in terms of GDP, or making transformations on the digital or infrastructure front, or whether it is launching missions into space or leveraging technology for the benefit of people, India is at the forefront in all various spheres. In terms of business, India has clearly emerged as a trusted and reliable partner with record levels of foreign direct investment into India. In the era of geopolitical uncertainties, India has emerged as a calming voice which has always advocated for dialogue and peace. A voice that believes in one birth, one family, and one future. India has been the first responder in many cases of natural disasters in many parts of the world. Wherever members of the Indian community are stuck in some conflict zone, our Vande Bharat flights always go there to bring the people back. Despite having 17% of the world's population, India has always tried to maintain balance between our economy and ecology. At the recently organized summit of the G20 in New Delhi a couple of months ago, it was India's initiative to get African Union into this group. Similarly, Indian economy is growing at a very fast pace, and it is estimated that the purchasing power of the Indian middle class will go up 3, 4, maybe 5 times in the next 4 to 5 years. This presents immense opportunities for the whole world, and especially our business community here in New Zealand, to look at India even more positively and look at forming very close, mutually beneficial sectoral partnerships. As far as India-New Zealand relations are concerned, I think the last 1 year has been extremely good and unprecedented. Within a span of about a year, we had the Honorable External Affairs Minister of India, Dr. S. Jaishankar, at this very forum where he spoke in the last edition of the Hall of Fame, the Honorable Minister of State, as well as our Secretary visiting New Zealand. This had never happened before. In addition, 2 Indian naval ships came here simultaneously to Wellington and Auckland. We have seen visits of the then New Zealand Foreign Minister, Trade Minister, as well as the Vice Chief of Defense Staff, which took place only last month. As mentioned earlier, there is a lot to look forward to in the coming months, and these are clearly very exciting times for our partnership. India is looking for very close, beneficial cooperation with all partner countries, and especially New Zealand. I was recently in India and spent a few weeks there. I had the good fortune of watching the India-New Zealand semi-final match, And New Zealand may have lost, but New Zealand won the hearts. That is something I saw. I look forward to working with all of you to take our partnership in various fields to new heights. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much for those wonderful words. Now we have the moment you've been waiting for, the second award of the night, and it is the Community Organisation of the Year. Now, this distinguished award acknowledges an outstanding group of selfless and tireless workers who have demonstrated unwavering commitment to making a positive impact within the community. The recipient group has displayed exceptional dedication, innovation, and a genuine passion for uplifting the lives of those they serve. Tonight we celebrate the profound influence of this community organisation, recognising their tireless efforts in creating a better, more inclusive world while preserving their culture. Join me in applauding the Community Organisation of the Year for 2023. And on that note, I'd like to invite up Honourable Jenny Salesa, Her Excellency Nita Bhushan, Greg Fleming and award sponsor ANZ Bank up to the stage for the announcement. Let's give them a round of applause. This is a big moment. Coming up onto stage, ready for the big announcement, and announcing the award tonight will be Honourable Jenny Salesa, and presenting the award is Her Excellency Nita Bhushan. Now, if we can get a little bit of quiet for the big announcement, I know it's very tempting to socialise, but we want to be able to celebrate and hear everything that's going on and hear the announcement of the big recipient of Community Organisation of the Year.
It is my pleasure to announce the Community Organisation of the Year is Sunil Kuncha. Put your hands together, Sunil Kuncha.
Now, celebrating 25 years of cultural richness, the New Zealand Telugu Association, NZTA, is the winner of our Community Organisation of the Year award. NZTA has been a cultural anchor for Telugu-speaking people in NZ, preserving traditions through festivals, cultural programs and language classes. Its educational initiatives ensure the younger generation stays connected to Telugu roots. Beyond culture, NZTA plays a vital role in community service, organising health camps and supporting local charities. As it marks its Silver Jubilee, the association reflects on a quarter century of achievements, no easy feat, expressing gratitude to volunteers and the Telugu community. Cheers to 25 years of unwavering service and the promise of an exciting future. One more round of applause.
Thank you, Indian Weekender. It's an honor. It's a big responsibility, and I would like to dedicate to all Telugu people in New Zealand this award. It's a recognition for us. It's us. Thank you, and it's a pleasure to have this award with High Commissioner of India, Nita Bhushan ji. And I would like to thank, there are many presidents here, but unfortunately can't invite everyone, but this belongs to us. It's us. Thank you.
Our Community Organisation of the Year award. Now, we've got back-to-back awards now, and the next award we're going to announce is our inaugural Indian Weekender Cultural Excellence Award. Now, this brand new award celebrates an individual who has not only showcased remarkable talent and dedication to preserving and promoting Indian culture in Aotearoa, New Zealand, but has also been a source of inspiration in fostering understanding and appreciation for diversity. Now, the recipient of this honour embodies the richness and the vibrancy of India's cultural tapestry, contributing significantly to New Zealand's cultural landscape. And to announce this award and present it, I'd like to invite Honourable Simeon Brown, MP Carlos Xiong, MP Paulo Garcia, MP Andrew Bailey, and MP Parmjeet Palmer up to the stage alongside the award sponsor NIB to announce and present this next award. And announcing this honour tonight is MP Andrew Bailey, and presenting is Honourable Simeon Brown. The moment we've been waiting for, the next award coming up, the inaugural Indian Weekender Cultural Excellence Award. We're building the suspense here, ready for the announcement of tonight's recipient. They're all looking very dashing on stage. We're really building the suspense, I think. We've no doubt had some incredible potential recipients of tonight's award, but we're about to find out who's the recipient of our Indian Weekender Cultural Excellence Award.
The Cultural Excellence Award goes to Anuradha Ramkumar.
Now, Anuradha Ramkumar is the founder of Nrit Abhinaya, Anuradha's School of Indian Dance since 1996. Anuradha's school has been a cultural bridge preserving Bharat Nariram and Kuchipudi for 26 years in Auckland. Through Arangetrams, she graduates numerous students yearly, connecting Kiwi Indians to their cultural roots. Her students grace community events and annual productions, as they have done tonight. Now, her productions often showcase the fusion of Indian classical forms and Māori elements. As a guru, Anuradha imparts wisdom to countless students. An academic for 24 years, she also directs captivating dance productions depicting Indian traditions and social themes. Anuradha Ramkumar epitomizes cultural preservation, education, and artistic excellence. Let's give her another round of applause.
A very good evening to everyone. I'm really humbled to receive this prestigious award this night. It means a lot to me, and I would like to thank Indian Weekender for conferring this award to me. And apart from that, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all my wonderful students and their parents for being the integral part of my journey and success. And I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to the wider community for their patronage and support for the past 26 years. And thank you very much.
And that is your Cultural Person of the Year for 2023, Mrs. Anuradha Ramkumar. Congratulations. Now, I know it's very tempting to get the conversation started, but we've got a few more awards and a few more presentations to go. So if you can keep the talking to a minimum, that would be much appreciated. We might have to cut you off at the bar if you don't keep it down. So we will be listening out. So now that we've celebrated Anurata's achievements, it's time to see them in action. Next up, we have an exquisite performance by the students of the esteemed Anurata School of Indian Dancers, led by Anurata Ramkumar, the recipient of our most recent award. Now, this premier dance school, a fixture at prestigious events just like tonight, across New Zealand for over 2 decades, you're lucky enough to be treated to a performance by them tonight. Please welcome them to the stage.
सन्ततमहं कुञ्जरमुखं शङ्करसुतं तमिह श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे सन्ततमहं वन्दे सुन्दरमुखं मन्तकातकसुतं तमिह श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे
श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे श्रीविघ्नराजं भजेऽहं 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 भजे तमिह श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे
पपगसदने पमपगमरे सा सा पमरे सदने पमपगमपा पसानि मपनि सा गा गा मरे सा सानि सपनि मपा मरे सने सरि मपगसदने पमपगमरे सा सा पमरे सदने पमपगमपा पसानि मपनि सा गा गा मरे सा सानि सपनि मपा मरे सने सरि मपा
Kirdaka junuta, dim ta. Kirdaka junuta, dim ta. Kirdaka junuta, dum ta. Dum ta na 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 na, dum dum ta na 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 na, dum dum agapa. Dum dum ta na na de na 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 na, dum dum agasa. Da da dum da 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 di ra na 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 na. Da 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 dum da 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 dum da da dum 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 da na 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 di na 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 dum. Kirda na di ra na. Gama gama ma gama ba ma ga sa ni sa. Dan di ra na. Gama gama ma gama ba ma ga sa ni sa. Dan di ra na. Gama gama ma gama ba ma ga sa ni sa. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead.
Incredible performance. I particularly loved the Indian cover of Ed Sheeran. That's one I'm going to be adding to the Spotify playlist. And what a treat to see Anuradha Ramkumar's talent in action, because she, of course, the award recipient of Cultural Person of the Year, she, of course, directed that dance routine. So what a treat to see her talents in action. Now, one of the things Indians are known for the world over is their capacity for hard work and their single-minded pursuit of success. Tonight is a momentous occasion as we introduce the inaugural Kiwi Indian Business Person of the Year Award. Now, this prestigious award honours and celebrates an individual who's demonstrated exceptional leadership, innovation, and outstanding contributions to the business world in New Zealand. The recipient not only exemplifies excellence in their field, but also played a pivotal role in driving economic growth and success. Tonight, we celebrate the vision and achievements of our first ever Kiwi Indian Business Person of the Year, setting a standard of excellence for the years to come. And to present this and announce this, I'd like to invite Honourable Andrew Bailey, Simon Bridges, Honourable Jenny Salesa, Professor Pankaj Chowdhury, and the award sponsor, Singapore Airlines, up to the stage. Tonight's award is going to be, announcing tonight's award is going to be Simon Bridges, and presenting tonight's award is Honourable Andrew Bailey. And we've got our trophy and the microphone making its way to our announcer, Simon Bridges. This is Kiwi Indian Business Person of the Year for 2023.
And the Business Person of the Year, the inaugural Business Person of the Year, is Rakesh Naria.
Now, Rakesh Naria graduated from Auckland University of Technology in 1999, completing his Bachelor of Business Administration degree. Since that time, Rakesh has successfully developed Naria Reinforcing to become a major supplier within the New Zealand reinforcing steel market. Now, Rakesh has taken an active responsibility in establishing and chairing the Reinforcing Steel Association of New Zealand, and support and consultation with government-initiated research projects and testing programs. He strives constantly to improve understanding and conditions within the New Zealand market. And more recently, Rakesh has taken over the reins of the Naria Group's precast concrete operation from his father, Roshan Naria. Rakesh brings fresh ideas and a clear vision to establish the company as Auckland's leading precast operation. Let's give him another round of applause.
Height right, so don't put that a little bit. Oh wow, look at this. Good evening, everyone. I'd just firstly just like to acknowledge the Honourable Prime Minister Chris Luxon and all the other dignitaries that are here today. It's an absolute honour and very humbling to be receiving this award today. I started business, my business journey started 23 years ago, and I joined my father in his business. We had 8 employees then, and to be honest, I had no interest in being in a family business. For years, I fought with the idea of bringing the traditional Indian son and following in your father's footsteps. But somehow, the magic of an Indian father, he convinced me to join the business for 3 months. I still remember the words, "Beta, it's got a small project for you, come join us. It's only for 3 months." 23 years later, we've created one of the leading organisations in our industry with an amazing team of 350 people. This award is not really about my father or myself, it's actually about the incredible souls that make up Noria. We have a highly diverse team, traditional European Kiwis, Māori, but also a very large percentage of first-generation Kiwis from India, other parts of Asia, South Africa, the Middle East, and the Pacific Islands. They all came to New Zealand, one of the most beautiful countries in the world, to provide a better life for themselves and their children, as my parents did. Through their amazing skill and dedication and their loyalty to New Zealand and Nori, we continue to succeed in our company's purpose of helping and build a great, safe New Zealand. At Nori, we want to ensure that the next generation of Kiwis, wherever they come from, get to enjoy this beautiful country as we have. When I reflect back now, I see the virtue and strength of families such as my parents and many other migrants who come here with very little but a big ambition and drive to succeed and do better. Although I fought the tradition in my early years, I'm grateful that my parents never gave up on their beliefs. I'd just like to acknowledge the sponsors here today, and also to the Auckland Chamber and to Simon Bridges, the CEO, who's done a fantastic job over the past 18 months, transitioning from politics to...
He's on my board,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I just sort of better put that in there.
I'd also like to acknowledge Bhav Dillon and the whole Indian Weekender team for organising these fantastic awards. It's great to see these awards recognise and acknowledge the efforts of our community and inspire other Indians to continue to make a difference. And lastly and not least, I'd like to thank my wife, who's always so supportive of me, and without, I wouldn't be here today. So thank you.
Let's give him another round of applause. That was an incredible speech. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the part of the night that we've all been waiting for. It's time for the announcement of the Supreme Award, the big award of the night, the Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame. This revered award, an annual tradition, celebrates extraordinary individuals within the Kiwi Indian community who've made significant contributions in various fields. Now, each year we recognise and immortalise these outstanding Kiwi Indians who've left an indelible mark through their achievements, leadership and dedication. Join me in applauding the inductee into the Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame for 2023. And I'd also, to do so, I would like to invite up to the stage Prime Minister Christopher Luxon, Honourable Melissa Lee, Her Excellency Nita Bhushan, Mr. Bhav Dillon, and award sponsor Barfoot and Thompson to announce and present the big award of the night. Please welcome them to the stage. Presenting the award tonight is Her Excellency Nita Bhushan, and Prime Minister Christopher Luxon will be presenting the award.
The winner of the Hall of Fame award is Dr. Guru Nathan. Congratulations.
So tonight, the Indian Weekender Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame proudly inducts Gurunathan Krishnasamy into its esteemed ranks for 2023. Born in 1952 in Malaysia, Gurunathan faced discriminatory challenges with unwavering determination. His transformative journey began in 1974 at Victoria University, Wellington, setting the stage for a lifetime of trailblazing contributions. Aligned with the Māori activist group Ngā Tamatoa, Gurunathan played a pivotal role in historic events such as the Māori Land March and Bastion Point protests. During the 1981's anti-Springbok tour, he bravely halted a game, championing justice and equality. Returning to Malaysia in 1984 and then Aotearoa in 1995, Gurunathan's impact extended from journalism to becoming Kapiti's first Asian councillor in 2010 and its first non-Pākehā mayor in 2016. His visionary leadership exemplifies a commitment to diversity and community betterment. As Gurunathan Krishnasamy enters the Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame, we celebrate a man whose journey embodies courage, resilience, and a steadfast commitment to building a harmonious and inclusive society. Let's put our hands together for this year's Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame winner, Gurunathan Krishnasamy.
Boom, Shankar Surya Bhagavan, behold the sun that shines. Bhumi entaye, Mother Earth that responds with an abundance of life. Tihe Mauriora, Engaraivi, Engamana, Engario, Tenara Koto, Tena Koto, Tena Kotoa. Katu Kapakarongo, I stand, I listen. Katu Katitiro, I stand and ponder. Who will give me a word of wisdom? Allow me to recall a word of wisdom from the former Prime Minister, the Honorable Jim Bolger, who almost 30 years ago, in 1996 it was, where he said, Asia, New Zealand is an Asian country. New Zealand is an Asian country. People were shocked hearing that. It needed a mind shift. Where you are in the Asia Pacific, that's where you are. You're not in Europe. I know there are maternal strings that attach you to Buckingham Palace, but hey, welcome to Aotearoa, New Zealand. My own journey here has been one of the Indian diaspora that has been spread out by the British Empire. We were used as cheap labor right across the country. My forefathers landed up in Malaysia as plantation economy. Education, my father stressed on that to escape the plantation economy. But post-independent Malaysia, racial discrimination, quota systems meant that I couldn't get to university there. So I landed here in Wellington. I secured a place in the University of Wellington, Victoria University. And I thank this country for the education that I had. it was easy to get a job. I held 2 jobs and pursued my education. And also, serendipitously, I met some young people, Natamatoa. Again, they were minorities fighting against what continued as colonial oppression. I learned a lot from them, and that persevered until today. I take a keen interest. And I know that currently the country is searching in itself for a place in the South Pacific. And I know that the anchor for the South Pacific identity to be part of the region lies with the Maoris as indigenous people. I tautaku that. And I can understand that we are a multicultural society, but to be able to become a multicultural society, you have to go through the waharoa, or the gateway of a bicultural nation. Because in simple arithmetic, you cannot go from 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to go to 2. That's the meaning of it. And Prime Minister, I wish you well, because the challenges to nation building is huge. And I wish you well also, not only in guiding this nation to understand its own identity in the South Pacific, here indigenously, but also to extend a position for New Zealand, Aotearoa New Zealand, in the geopolitics that's going on. And we know in India, you have an alliance that will be very strong. Let me remind you that the Governor General here in New Zealand, Satyanarayanan, an Indian, Fijian Indian born. So we have a strong tradition. I do not wish to say any more than again to wish you good luck. I know you're a good man. We share a similar faith
and a similar haircut.
No, we share our hairdresser. The compliments from my hairdresser to your hairdresser. Noreira, tena rakoto, tena koto, tena koto. Thank you.
And that is, of course, our supreme winner of tonight's Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame Awards, Gurunathan Krishnasamy. One more round of applause. This is an incredible achievement. We're going to finish things off with a bang, our grand finale, so get ready to be electrified by Bollywood United, a dance group renowned for their cinematic prowess. With millions of views on YouTube, TikTok and Instagram, they've decided to showcase their passion on stage for the second time ever. What a treat tonight. Formed in 2020 by Auckland-based dancer Sean Thomas, each member was handpicked from his dance classes, making Bollywood United the most pan-India group you can find. Let's give them a huge round of applause and welcome them to the stage, Bollywood United.
About to go down.
डन 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 1 2 1 1 1 हो गया मुझसे क्या 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 बोले ना 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 मन को मन मन मन
डांस का मैनू चढ़िया डांस का भूत चढ़िया मैनू चढ़िया डांस का भूत चढ़िया मेरा लड़िया इश्क दा पेच लड़िया मैनू चढ़िया डांस का भूत चढ़िया पहली मोहब्बत में तो लगता यही है डार्लिंग मर जाऊंगा जो मुझको ये ना मिली अगली दफा मोहब्बत होती है तो लगता है ये वाली मुझको पहले क्यों ना मिली वो दिल क्या भला जो टूटा ना कभी पहली दफा चोट खा के क्यों दिल को लगाना ही छोड़े सब कुछ मोहब्बत में चलता है तो क्यों ना दो चार दिल हम भी तोड़े तूने जवानी में सीखा न जाने कहाँ का सलीका जो पहले ही ब्रेकअप में दिल ने तेरे गिव अप कर दिया एक बार ही किया तो यारों प्यार क्या किया एक बार ही किया तो यारों प्यार क्या किया प्यार होता 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 कई बार है प्यार होता 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 कई बार है తిరిగిపోయేలా ఢండన కరమోగినట్టు సెవెలు సిల్లు పడేలాగా కీసు గిట్ట కూసినట్టు చేలు సిక్కలేసేలా చెప్పారం సాగినట్టు కాలు సింధు తొక్కేలా దుమ్మారం రేగినట్టు ఒళ్ళు చెమట పట్టేలా ఈ రంగం చేసినట్టు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నాటు 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 తీర నాటు 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 పోతలాగా టిక్క నాటు मंजिल मिलेगी चाहे राहें हो खफा अपने से इरादे हो कोशिशों के मारे हो मंजिल मिलेगी चाहे राहें हो खफा